congratulations for the bowler. And just got a bit excited in that over, Darsham. Decided that he needed to attack the bowling. New batsman Giddish joining Shabum at the fall of the wicket of Darsham, who fell to Sahil, who struggled with his line in that over but finally got one straight, and it was enough to claim the first wicket. Sun just peeked behind the clouds again for a minute or so.
Okay. Thank you.
That's worked nicely off his toes, going out towards the boundary. And yeah, get good value for your runs here, Masongi. And that's the end of what was quite a dramatic over. Wicket, a couple of extras, boundary. And perhaps there's another delivery, in fact. The neutrals are hoping for a high scoring encounter here in this final match of the tournament. Let's hit that over long on, and that's come down, just trickling towards the boundary, just directly towards our cameraman, in fact. Pratik gave chase, but just had enough elevation to clear the man, and that was a good shot by the new batsman Giddish. Just chipped into mid-wicket, but just held back on the shot, which allowed him to drop short of the fielders. 41 off 5 overs for the loss of just 1 wicket, so good start for Jane. They'll be hoping these two can stay around for a few overs and retain this positive scoring rate, and their intention will be to set a target, an imposing target for Goenka to chase. Goenka showed good form and good maturity to get through past Johannesburg in the semi-final down at the Marina Ground, so they'll be confident they can chase a 3-figure score. And we have a bit of spin. This could be Raj with the ball now. And there's the president on your screen, looking very smart in his Federation tie and blazer. And a nice smile for us too. The South African ambassadors come around to say hello. It's just played to backward point. Quick run. Mike, think of an overthrow here. Yeah, they do. No, they don't. Bit of a yes, no.
You can sit here. Please. Oh, thank you. Use this.
charge again. That's flatter, and that's very nicely played between backward point and Mike. No, that's an excellent bit of fielding, actually. That looked like it was going to be a boundary, but just hauled inside. He just played it backward as square, dissecting point and backward point, or even a wide third man. And you see the South African ambassador on your screen there next to me. Work down to long on for a single. See the South African ambassador and the Indian ambassador, big supporters of this tournament. The guests at the gala dinner tonight after the end of this final match. It's played to square leg. A well played, just took the pace of the ball. Might think about two here. That's excellently run. Just played it with soft hands. Soft hands take the pace of the ball, knowing that players had to converge from deep, and that's shown good maturity for a young player. Just to look around, weigh up the scoring areas. And it's not just about the boundaries, it's also about running between the wickets, looking for the gaps. As I said that's a wicket. Raj very happy with that. Comes charging down the wicket. That's a second wicket gone. Down for Jain now. And just takes out the leg stump. And we've already got a nice ebb and flow to this game. Quite a few boundaries, but we've now seen 2 wickets go down. Next batsman, Monarch. You can tell who he is because he's got a very distinctive red helmet.
Don't see that very often.
So, interesting encounter so far. We've seen quite a lot of runs, a few boundaries, but also a couple of wickets, and a wicket is always going to slow down your scoring rate as the new batsman has to get used to the conditions, take a bit of advice from his partner. And a wicket always encourages the fielding team to be on their toes, hoping they get a chance. So a few amendments to the field. Kind of an in-out field here. Long off, long on. Deep square leg. Let's just work backward a square. Just past square leg, in fact. Just the single. 49 for 2 off 6. Just brought long off up to mid off. Just teasing him to go over the top. She's the captain, Utkash. That's worked to square leg. That might bisect the field as it does. Very well placed. Just made sure that he got it between square leg and deep mid wicket, and found the boundary. Takes them past 50. Mr. Koliev, the president of the Bulgarian Cricket Federation, also sitting to my left, enjoying this game. A bit more flight on that delivery, and that's gone past the outside edge. Lots of encouragement from the fielders. And again, that's too short. I played in a similar area. This time one of the fielders does get to it, just in the deep. And it's just going to be a single to Monarch. We'll see if Monarch can be king for the day. It's outside off. That's cut between extra cover and point. It's a man deep on the deep point. They're coming back for two. This could be close. It's ran quickly. Athletic running. .57 for 2 off 7. Look to see if they can get up towards the 80 mark by the mid-innings interval. That will give them a good platform, particularly if they have wickets in hand, to post a formidable total for Goenka to chase. So spin at both ends as Raj continues. Took a wicket in his last over, and Monarch is on strike. Might be given a wide, just an inch or so past leg stump. Hit high and handsome for 6 over long on. Big shot by Monarch, just confidence there. The man was back, he went for it anyway. Backed his timing and his power. That's an impressive shot from the young man. Yeah. Okay. Trying to see if they can find that ball after it was deposited up after the boundary. Quite a few spectators on that side of the ground. Just pulled up a chair in the shade of the trees. Just going to have a short break in play while we either find this ball or get a new one. Looks like we found it. So good afternoon to wherever you're watching this around the world, whether you're in Greece or perhaps back in India, supporter of one of these teams, or perhaps a schoolmate of one of these players. It's the culmination of what's been an exciting tournament. 12 teams featuring in 3 groups, played across 3 grounds, and these two proved to be the best 2 teams in the tournament and are now vying for the opportunity to lift the trophy. Just a couple of yards to my right. Now that's just popped up a little bit but fell short of cover. That was a good ball for full and straight and just squeezed out square on the offside. That's forward defensive. Good rhythm here from Raj. The sun's really breaking through now, which is nice to see. Bit quicker that time. In fact, too quick for the wicketkeeper. It's going to be byes or wides. Could be wides. Good commitment from the fielders. Well, round there, giving us wides. In fact, just possibly the arm ball, but misdirected. 1.5 foot past leg stump. It's more conventional, just worked square but not past backward point. Which is again defended on the offside. Hmm. 67 for 2. Evenly poised. Things break in this final. A couple more adjustments to the field. We've got long off for long on. Backward point cover. That's gone too long off just for a single. Catch the captain again. Let's give him that a bit of air. Well, that's nicely placed between point and backward point. Think about coming back for two. They do. Monarch with that red helmet. Good understanding between his partner. That's a lot of flight at that time. Had to wait a long time for it to come down. Pratik suggesting a change of personnel there. That's a bit flatter. That's a misfield cover. Allows him to come through for a single. Might even think about two. One. Settle for one wisely. It's a little bit too straight and worked off the pads behind square for a single. To be getting up to around the 80 mark for two at halfway stage. They take that before the start of the game. Gives themselves an excellent platform to set a big total. Just played back down the ground, fielded by the bowler. That's the end of the over. 72 for 2 off 9. It's stopped by cover.
One of last year, one boy came for the under 19. His wife batting
It's a bit flatter. That hasn't gone where he intended. I think the bat just turned in his hands, but nevertheless got a run. Came out on the onside. Brings Monarch onto the strike. Pulled away at the last minute. The umpire signs dead ball. That's a good delivery. Just got the batsman pressing forward. A bit more flight in that delivery. That's similar to a shot he played a few overs ago. Just checking whether that's 4 or 6. It's 6. Umpire's hands are raised. And that's a well-timed head directly over the ball, given the timing. Very confident player, Monarch. Played down to long off for a single. A positive final over before the drinks break. So 80 for 2 off 10. And we've got a short drinks break here. I'll take a short break and be back with you when the play resumes. Welcome back. The first ball after the interval was classically driven for 4. This is a very positive start. Be happy with this, Jane. Just defended down the pitch by Monarch.
10 overs. 2 down. 2 down, no?
Which one is supposed to be better, Goenka and Jane?
Jane is
That's pulled. But, man on the boundary there, so it's just going to be 1 to Monarch.
A and B. So this is the A team.
the confusion is the B team is stronger than the A team.
Oh.
What is the name is different. So this is Jane B.
So they're clever. Good enough.
A lot of flight on that, but waited for it well. Played it down to Pratik long on. And these two batsmen looking well set. Potential for posting considerable score here. Goenka, of course, will be looking to... that could be... Oh dear. It's been put down the top edge, but a let off on Monarch there. Just didn't get the shot right, but fielder had to come in 7 or 8 yards and couldn't take it.
Very lucky.
89, 2 off 11.
That's what they said. You planned it that way.
We plan the weather also.
Yeah.
It's a bit quicker, but wide given. A little bit of pain for the wicketkeeper there. Might just hit him on the forearm, perhaps. Players just checking he's okay. Seems all right, brave fellow.
I told her to wear a sari in the evening.
Yes.
So Monarch on strike. It's a good ball. Oh, the Chinese cut. And fielder hands on head. Knows that was unlucky. Moral victory. But 2 runs nonetheless. As it just squirted. Fine.
Yeah, they have. He's got exams, you know. The board exams.
It's flatter this time.
Otherwise, he was
Well fielded by the bowler off his own
younger than me. He's already 18 now.
of his own ball. Just a dive to his left. You always find that bowlers are keen to field well off their own bowling, protect their figures. And again, more flight this time at full toss, and that's just clubbed down the ground. And a misfield. It's complacent down there. Long on.
The next batsman is somebody to watch.
They're keeping him on the side.
I don't know why they should display him now. Shall we come to?
The bowler might have hurt his hand a bit when he was dived across the field of his own bowling. Just a short delay here.
Jain and Goenka, no?
As we edge up towards 100. A couple of balls left in the 12th over.
Jain from Mangalore.
It's on the outskirts of
Or the CBSC or
They have both.
I'm
It's a co-ed school.
going to.
I'm not sure. But I think it's a fairly bigger. I don't know about Goenka so well. So we got them. But they said it's a name.
Sure what the viewers think are going to win this game. I'm sure there's some supporters for both sides out there, as well as a few neutrals that are just hoping for an exciting finish. High scoring match. Lots of boundaries.
The other one is called Ebenezer.
Showcase of the quality in
Who was the
these young men. Just at the beginning of their cricketing journeys really, but showing some good maturity.
there for the 20 years.
And we're set to resume here after that slight pause in play.
So colonial school. In the heart of
It's short and wide, but it's only going to cost him 1 run. So he just finds the man on the boundary.
These kids they look more athletic than the morning ones.
They see the quality.
They're good players, but they're
Could be a wide, yeah, just gone a bit too wide outside off stump on that occasion.
they're running. They're not very athletic.
It's a better delivery, but he's it's gone out towards the boundary. Just wait for the umpire's signal. 4 runs. Just full in length and allowed the batsman to use his feet, get under the ball.
You know, they're not an electronic one.
Clear the infield and Pratik over there at Cow Corner. Wasn't able to cut it off inside the rope. That's a nice looking square drive.
This is 2 runs.
Think about 2, but settled for 1. That's the end of the over. Another good one for Jain. Put the 100 up in that over.
12 overs.
The 12 over's gone 103 for 2. So very good platform here to accelerate towards the end of the innings in these final 8 overs, post what will be a difficult target to chase down for Goenka. You can see members of the other teams come down to watch this final. The Joburg team there secured 3rd place in this morning's match. But back to the action. The captain continues. There's a lot of flight on that, and that's been hammered into the tennis courts, I think, just wide of them. It's a slow full toss, and when a batsman's seeing it as well as these two, that's going to go. You can see there the tennis courts that adjoin this ground here at Masongi, the base for this tournament. And, looking forward to the gala dinner tonight. Cash again looking to actually pitches that ball, so that's better. So a nice looking drive there. Might think about 2 here. Yeah, indeed. Well run. Monarch comes back. There's the trophy again. That's what these teams are playing for. Short and wide cut, but it's only going to be one. Bit of a leading edge on that, as it just goes back down the pitch, fielded by the bowler. Oh, he's fortunate with that. Just opened up his stance, looked to, I think, power on the leg side, but just went up in the air, but fell way short of long off. Bit of encouragement for the bowler. And that's the end of the over. 114 for 2 off 13. So a good partnership between these two. Starts with a full toss. Didn't take full toll, just down the ground too long on from Pratik. It's a better ball, but just turned through mid wicket. Pratik round again. It's been busy the last couple of deliveries. Just keeping this scoreboard ticking over. Again too short. And this time got the power. And hit it for 4. Yeah, it's been an uncertain start to this over. Started with a full toss and then 2 long hops. Second of which was dispatched for 4. It's a better delivery, and dead ball on this. No run on that occasion. as it just played out towards point. It's a little bit wayward. A wide run through as well. So this run rate continuing to build. Goenka need a breakthrough. See whether that comes from a skillful bit of bowling or perhaps that was close. Just got leading edge, I think, just almost went to backward point. Brings Monarch back on strike. It's a good effort from the bowler. Just ran around to field off his own bowling, shy at the stumps, but might have been close if he'd hit direct. So already up to 125. Lots of wickets in hand. You'd expect to see some acceleration in these last 6 overs. See what sort of total Jain can set. So again, we've got an in-out field. We've got long off back, but cover. Someone on the point boundary, backward point, third man, fine leg, and everyone on the boundary on the leg side. So an easy couple of runs if you dink it into the leg side. Is exactly what he's done. Clever batting. Saw that the field was set deep on the leg side, and just took the pace off the ball. Soft hands. Wide of the off stump. It's just a driven square. Chase for man on the cover sweeper. Just goes square and makes sure he cuts that off before the rope. That's it, nicely down the ground. The man at long off, so it should only be one. Come back for the second, in fact. This could be close. I think a direct hit might have gone there, but positive running. It'd be a shame, though, if this partnership were to be broken in such a fashion. On that occasion, fortune favoured the brave. That's gone up in the air. This is going to be a chance. Let's see if you settle under it. It's gone down. Bowler took responsibility, but didn't really approach it with conviction. Didn't get in a good position. Just thrust his hands out at the last moment, and this is not going according to plan for Goenka. It's crucial that they broke this partnership. It's been building well, and with the batsman's eye in, they really could cause some damage in the last quarter of this innings. So the bowler will want to atone for that rather sloppy drop catch. That's gone in the air, but that's gone over the top of long on. The catcher might not be happy with that. It's gone for 4, but I think had he been on the rope, there would have been a chance of a catch. He'd come in 5 or 6 yards. I think the captain might tell him to stay on the fence in future. Anyway, the end of the over. Quite an eventful one with the drop catch and the boundary off the final delivery.
135.
1-3-5-2 with 5 overs to go. Utkash to bowl the next over. Let's just turn par behind square leg for a single. That's the top edge. Let's see if this one's taken. And this time it is. Finally they've clung on to one, and this partnership is broken.
Monarch played, well played, boy. Well played, well played. Well played, well played.
That's what in there.
It's a shame that wicket has broken a 95-run partnership. Shame they couldn't bring up the 100 there, but Goenka finally clung on to one. That's just dug out with his toes. Attempted sweep shot, but it was 5 or 6 inches outside leg, given as wide.
Way back, Raj, way back. Raj, way back. Way back.
That's a good shot. It's a late cut. Got it between deep point and gully. And nice shot, just Canningham's defence by the tennis courts to our right. Utkash again. Quite sure he meant to hit it there. But, single nonetheless. Phil was wondering how that missed. 16 gone.
That's good.
142 for 3. And opportunity to set a big total here, in the region of 165 on 70. Be hard to chase for Goenka. Haven't quite been at their best today in the field. A couple of chances gone down. Pratik is back, powerfully built. So Pratikin. Big swing at that, but didn't make contact. That was heading into the tennis court to be connected. It's a big shot down the ground. Comes down, excellently fielded by the president. Unfortunately, he's beyond the boundary and not playing in this particular game. A good strong shot there down the ground. Being regular boundaries, as well as some good running between the wickets by Jane. It's wide outside off and too wide for the umpire's liking. Again, coils up for the big shot, similar to the first ball of the over. Didn't make contact. This is coming our way. The president may be in business again. Hits the scoreboard to the left. Could have put the dive in there, I think, but 20 years ago, perhaps. He assures me 20 years ago that would have been safely taken. So a bit of pressure on Pratik here. Being hit for 2 boundaries, bowled the wide as well. So I'd be looking to see a good comeback from him on this delivery. It's in past the umpire, and that's worked backward as square. And takes the wicket, in fact. So unable to keep it on the floor, just caught it deep backward square. Good innings by Shubham. Played some lovely shots there. So excellent innings, 63 for Shubham. It's a combination of big shots and intelligent, mature shot making, rotating the strike. Right. Some good partnerships there with Monarch and Gidish. Could be a key innings in the context of this final. Pratik again. I think that's deliberately played off thick outside edge, and 4 runs. The third man made a bit of a meal of that. Should have been stopped. .157 for 4 of 17. So 3 overs left to see whether they can get up around the 180 mark. As you can imagine, at this time of the game, field quite spread, although there is sort of 4th slip in place. It's a good delivery. Just cramped him for room. Right, just falls short of cover. Go for the run. It could be close. Cash, big shout for LBW. Umpire's not interested. Oh, he is interested. Long delay. Finger finally went up. Just took a bit of time to think about it. And another wicket for Goenka. Pratik. The new batsman, Pratik.
Late decision, but correct decision. Looks like it was out.
Yeah, the umpire just took a bit of time to raise his finger there, just making sure he got his angles right. Breakthrough for Utkash. Katzen. He's in again past the bowler. So these couple of wickets from Goenka, just pegging Jane back a bit. Already got a good total though. And let's play it off the outside edge. Could come back for 2 here. Just climbed on him a little bit, caught the shoulder of the bat. And to third man, 2 runs taken. Well, it's a risky single, but fumble by the fielder. And the bowler not impressed by that at all. So, 18 gone. 161 for 5 off 18. Still be looking for that. See if they can get up towards 180. It's going to be Pratik again. Pratik to Pratik, in fact. Played uppishly into the covers, but safe enough. Think about 2. Again, a little misfield. Ground fielding has been a bit disappointing from Goenka today. A couple of fumbles, a couple of drop catches as well. Haven't quite been at their best. Have some nerves in the final, but in again. That's turned off the toes. Picked up by fine leg. Again, they come back for 2. This could be close. No, just unable to take it clean in the keeper. No. Good running between the wickets. Pulled in front of square leg, just a single. Oh no, come back for 2 in fact. Oh, that would have been gone. Would have been gone. Pratik, hands on hips. And this aggressive running is putting pressure on the fielders, and at the moment Goenka looking a little bit ragged.
It's 161. He climbed that mountain.
That's, I think, an attempted leg cutter, but Very wide indeed. Variation not quite working for Pratik on that occasion. Probably the easiest umpiring decision of the day to award that one a wide. In again, perhaps back to his line and length. And driven straight to cover, but again a misfield. Not happy with himself. And throws it at the bowler's toes for good measure. Oh, Pratik not happy about that. A little bit of, I think they know they've not kept the standards in the field that they'd like. It's hit down towards long off. Might think about 2 here as the fielder had to make 10 yards or so round to the ball. Well run. Well, top edge on that. This could be a chance for fine leg. Good effort, but couldn't get round. And I think that's going to go over the rope. Another. It's all happening down there, but it's gone for 4 in the end. Good effort from fine leg. Full length dive. Wasn't able to get there. And top edge, but on the scorecard nonetheless. So 1 over remaining. 175, so that 180 target I mentioned a few overs ago, looking very much in range now. Missing Nikitas on your screen again there. 4th time this festival has been played, building in profile and popularity across the world. 6 teams from India this year, so perhaps not surprising that we've got 2 Indian teams in the final. The boys have made a long journey. Very different from the conditions they know at home. And that might be signalled as a leg by, it is. Just looked to turn it around the corner, or paddle it around the corner, but just came off the pad. That's a big shot down. Dropped onto the back foot, great timing. And 4 runs. Pratik right on the boundary now, just to stop that shot. That's an LBW shout, perhaps going down leg side, and a throw at the stumps as well. And perhaps an overthrow. I think that's gone. Went for the overthrow, but the batsman at the non-strikers end had run quite a long way past the stumps and had a long way to run back. So a bit of a drama in that on that delivery. Rakshit, the new batsman, only got a couple of deliveries to show us what he's got. That's short and hit him, I think, but it's signalled as 1 for the over. Going out towards the boundary. And 4 runs. Takes them past 180. And this is going to be a formidable total for Goenka to chase. Jane winning the toss, choosing the bat first. A couple of big partnerships. Runs all around the wicket, allied with some sloppy fielding at times, a couple of drop catches. Just use the pace of the ball, run it down to
come back!
deep third man, and 2 runs. Think about 3. Oh, that's 3 runs. So the culmination of that innings, 189 is the target for Goenka to chase. That's going to be a hard task. They'll need to get off to a good start and retain some wickets and balance opportunity with risk. So a good effort from Jane. Won the toss, chose to bat, posted 188. That's going to be... They'll be confident going into the mid-innings break. But for now, from the Masongi Beach ground, we'll take a quick break and be back with you for the Goenka chase.
Non!
No, no pasa, prende pure así, neanche te sono.
Welcome back to Masongi, now bathed in sunshine. The sea to our right, past the hotel, and to our left, green fringed hills. There's a beautiful island here.
Girish.
I'm okay, really.
Girish Kumar.
Girish.
Giris.
So Goenka, formidable. Total to chase here, need 189 off their 20 overs to lift the trophy.
Looking after the president well.
And Jane, meanwhile, will be looking for some early breakthroughs just to apply some pressure. We've got a slip in place. Girish bowling, that's got a little bit of bounce outside of stump, just played to backward point, no run.
Yeah.
Now for school here
With him.
with him.
Very
So
nice.
he has a lot of money for
For those of you just tuning in,
keep
This
his
is-
eyes on me. He's a very nice guy.
Which agency is it?
for those of you just tuning in, this is the
He's from Bengal.
Goenka School require 189 to defeat their countryman Jane and lift this trophy. This morning we saw the third, fourth place playoff, which Johannesburg Cricket Club won. So they secured third place, but this is the big game of the day, and the sun has come out. A fitting culmination to this exciting tournament here in Corfu, which has been held for the fourth time. It's a bit of width outside off stump, he's gone for that, got it just behind square. It was uppish, but no chance for a catch. Seen Pratik play several times in this tournament, tends to favour the leg side. So we'll see whether the Jane bowlers pick that up. Got a slip in place. We've got the fielders in the ring on the offside. Just a deep back. That's a good channel outside off stump. Just a late leave by Pratik. I'm sure there'll be a lot of our viewers out there perhaps supporting one of these two teams. Be nervous. A lot to play for. We showed you the trophy early on. Both captains will be desperate to lift that. And as we said, does favour the leg side. Pratik just plays that down to long leg for a single. Just want to get it back in that channel outside off stump, Girish. That's a good hit. Cleared the infield, one bounce four. And length delivery with the field in just gives the opportunity to get it over the infield. Once you've done that, run away comfortably for four. Six for none off the first over.
Captain there.
Rasheb.
Rishabh, RISHAB.
New bowler Rasheb, still got a slip in place.
RI. Rishabh.
Okay.
Rishib.
Okay.
It's a slid past the leg. Stump might be given a wide ears. Perhaps a bit of movement through the air. Well, the clouds have dispersed since this morning. There was a bit of rain for the third and fourth place playoff, but the sun has come out in time for the final. Worked behind square on the leg side. Shib again. That's a nice ball outside of stump and just played back down the pitch for no run. Quite a big gap at square leg if he goes onto the pads. There's no ball. And the umpire signals a free hit, so this could be exciting next delivery. Batsman will be looking around the ground, seeing where the best chance of securing a boundary is, and the bowler will be trying to second guess what he's going to try and do. Let's see what happens here. It's a squirted out, it's going to be caught, but it's obviously it's a free hit, so he's not out. Just take the single. So Gully in place as well as a slip now, and that goes towards him. Oh, that's a wonderful catch. Just took it a centimetre off the ground. And good captaincy as well to put pressure on Pratik. We know he's got some technical deficiencies outside of stump, as we've seen in previous games. And Bear just fenced at the ball and diving forward at Gully to claim a good catch. So, first wicket down from that excellent catch. Gully, and good captaincy as well too. New batsman Yash. And Pratik fell to that excellent catch in the gully. Bit of a pause here. I think the umpires might be looking at the ball. Seem to be happy now. So slip, gully, backward point, extra cover. Long on back, some space over mid wickets, and the third man. That's a nice line just outside off stump. And again, a very attacking field. All flirts at that outside off stump. Gets a nice bit of shape away. Intelligent bowling to his field. Captain's backed him up with some catches close to the wicket, just for the outside edge.
10 for 1.
10 for 1 off 2.
You have to play. That small guy also played.
He played it.
Yeah. He said he's 13.
He's 13. I think he's about 7 or 6.
I don't know.
So we got long on. It's over. Oh, that's slice player played between point and extra cover, and they come back for 2. Good ball, just full length, batsman length on it, well fielded off his own bowling by Girish. Lots of predominantly offside field, and he's appealing for the edge. Several appeals for the edge, but umpire didn't hear anything.
But I didn't hear anything. The player for the ball. No, it's a dog. The batsman stayed there. Nothing happened.
So try this. Put in your hand. Put your hand.
Full toss, but doesn't make contact.
You try it.
Given a wide.
Oh, is it, what is it with the
You want mix it some mix.
mixture? Is that Belpuri? Oh, fantastic.
Hey, yeah, man.
Very popular.
Girish again. Oh, that's a good ball actually. Just moved away off the seam. A flashing drive attempted but missed.
One on same line.
Puff rice and a lentil with.
That's just fallen short of
They're much more
man cover point and come back for 2.
And also much more mature.
The way they are running and the way they are able to dive and catch and physically they look more trimmer.
So chasing a formidable target here, Goenka, remember, 189. Always going to be difficult to chase, and Jane at the moment applying pressure. Already taken the wicket at Pratik. That's outside off stump, attempted to steer it down to third man but missed, and that's the end of the over.
Five.
15 on the board, slipping behind the run rate. So slip, gully, backward point, extra cover. suggest it will be a offside line, but it's gone leg side, flicked it off the toes, nicely played, and the fielder didn't catch up with it. 4 runs. Just not quite bowling to his field there, just drifting onto the leg stump and just a lent on that. Played it through square leg for 4. Again, that's leg side, worked off the hip. He's well in. Good glove work, but well in.
Oh my God, that's it.
Driven that past cover for a single. So Rishabh looking for this second breakthrough Goenka need if they're going to apply pressure to Jain in this final. Again, that's straight. This time just defended on the back foot. No run. It's going to be given a wide, just 3 or 4 inches past leg stump. Sun just hidden behind the clouds again now. So predominantly offside field. We do have a square. Well, that's over square leg. It's going out towards the boundary. Don't think anyone's going to catch up with that. Ah, good fielding in fact. Just pulled it in front of the boundary. Come back for 3. Umpire's just going to have a chat, see whether that's a boundary or not. No ball. A good bit of fielding. This could be a chance. Oh, just falls short. Just popped up, but not an opportunity in the end for either cover or point, and that's the end of the over.
Oh,
26. So a few more runs coming from that over. Keeping themselves within shooting distance of this target. It's going to be difficult though. 188. Good score. And Jain will be looking to get another wicket here, just put more pressure on. Gadish continuing. played leg side. It's a bit of a misfield, but single. Square leg umpire kept busy by the left-hand right-hand partnership, switching from side to side, and a few fielders doing likewise. Gadeesh again. That's a full toss driven, probably missed out there actually. Should have looked to find the gap there between point and cover. But, unable to do so. A lot of excitement building in the crowd as members of the other teams have come to watch the final. And the volunteers from the Greek girls team and a few other spectators as well heard a match was coming on, come down to Masongi ground to watch. That's down the leg side and given us a wide. Switching over the just changing the angle here, coming around the wicket. It hasn't got that right, and that's another wide, so a few extras being conceded in this over. And Goenka haven't hit too many boundaries, but they're not too far behind the required rate. A couple of big overs, they'll be back in it. Jane, meanwhile, looking to claim another wicket. That's very ambitious appeal. I think we call that an enthusiastic appeal. Gadeesh again. Again at wide outside the off stump. We'll see if... Yep, too wide for the umpire again. And going around the wicket hasn't really worked for Gadeesh. I don't think he's as comfortable with this angle. He's struggling a bit. That's a better line. It's nicely driven down the ground. Actually, a bit of work to do for the fielder, well round, and restricts that to one. It's good fielding. Better cricket all around there. Good, better line from Gadeesh and a nice drive down the ground, and completed by some athletic fielding. Decided to go over the wicket again. Outside of stump, playing a miss. Long over this one with those wides. This is a little bit too straight and worked off his hip, but decide against the single. And that's the over. 31. From 5. Ebola Kunal. So Sip Gully backward point. Oh, that's got a top edge on that. It could be out, settling underneath it. Takes a wicket, second wicket down for Jane. Just got a leading edge, ballooned up. Good concentration by the fielder. Just back pedals 4 or 5 yards, takes a safe catch, and another breakthrough for Jane at the beginning of the 6th over. Goenka loses her second wicket.
They are better in catching. Good fielding also. They seem no mistakes.
Is it tight?
Important wicket for Jane. They've been applying some pressure, although there have been quite a few extras in that last over, so it's important to get their defence of this 188 back on track. And they've done that with the second breakthrough just off that leading edge, securely taken. New batsman, the captain, Utkarsh. He'll be looking to play a captain's innings. A couple of adjustments to the field. Third man slip backward. Square gully stroke backward point. Cover long off. Big gap at square legs. A gap past cover, picked up on the boundary, restricts it to 1. It was upish, but a few yards wide of the fielder. Tall, rangy player, Utkarsh. It's a wide outside off. And just played out to point. No one there. Good pressure being applied. Kunal. It's cut, half stop, just a single. Oh, that's fallen just short of extra cover. And they go through for a single. Just a foot or so. Bit of excitement from the fielders as they look to see whether that ball was going to carry. It slips out now. We've still got a wide gully. It's a no ball, and flew off the catch, flew off the edge, but not out because it was a no ball, and signalled a free hit. So this could be exciting.
Don't they get one run?
Yeah, they get one run, one extra ball, not out, and the free hit. Now it's again like a no-go. Can make out only
They are
run.
penalized.
Yeah. Because
Two
pass the
penalties.
crease, pass the line,
Two penalty strokes.
two penalties.
So see what happens on the free hit.
I don't know.
It's, only able to muscle it down to long on for
Twice you are being punished.
a single.
Twice,
Good comeback from the bowler there after catch taken at third man off for no ball. The end of the over. 6 gone.
38 for 2. 38.
38 for 2.
When you see like this field, you feel very happy because from here you send the ball down. And the smell of the ground.
Helmet being brought on.
You see the trees, they're sending the balls across this. And to land somewhere.
I never played. Never
If
played.
you play, you'll really enjoy it.
Really? It is a good golf. Everybody says that, but it didn't happen to have something. Yeah, it can play, but nobody told me let's go or I play maybe. Yeah.
Mentally very, because when you are relaxed, you also don't play to relax.
New bowler Lakshit.
Not play to relax. Because if you
Just
not relax and play, then
warming up,
that way you cannot
throwing a few to his colleague.
when you're playing it's very difficult. Remember for the tennis.
Slip in place. Mid wicket and cover. Point. The first one's outside off stump, left alone. It's played down the ground. Unconventional stroke, but effective. Normally see those shots go squarer. In this instance, flat batted down the ground. Play to mid wicket, well fielded, no run. That's going to be given a wide. Encouragement from teammates for the bowler, just hoping to tighten that line up around off stump. Make sure the slip is, again, that's a bit of width outside off stump. And that's cut to the sweeper on the cover point boundary. Lakshitin again. That's down the leg side this time. And given a wide. So he's just struggling with his line in this over. Got slightly cooler here at Masongi. The producer's just putting his coat on. That's a better line outside off, just left alone. Hoping it starts up there and powerful strike, quite flat actually for 6. Just struck the wire meshing of the tennis courts. And they all help. Not the best first over from Lakshit. 7 gone. 51 for 2 off 7. Just pick that 6 has helped the run rate, and Jane will be one eye on the wickets column. They'll want to claim a couple more wickets. Got a powerful middle order, Goenka. We saw that in the semi-final against Joburg, when Joburg had looked well placed to defend 1-2-6 in the semi. Goenka overhauled it with some good partnerships in the middle order. No slip for this over. There's a bit of space there. It's a good shot, square drive, but picks up on the boundaries, just 1. Tall, rangy Utkarsh. Waiting for Kunal. It's a good delivery. Good fielding in the covers. It's a big shot. That is a big shot. Big 6. Just rocked back on the back foot. Got power, timing. Big shot by Utkarsh. And that's gone over the back fence, so a new ball. The president enjoyed the shot, but knows he's now got to buy a new ball. Mixed emotions. That was a crunching shot by the captain Utkarsh. Not a nice sight for the bowler when you turn and see the ball dispatched over the boundary. It's a full toss. It's driven between cover point and point. Run through for a single. Kunal again. That's a good ball. Just swung in a bit. Yorker length, but outside off. It's a good comeback from Kunal in this over after being hit for 6. That one just angling in, middle and off, defended out onto the onside. And the end of the over. 8 gone. 2 overs.
Eso me va dinatado, δεν έχουμε άλλα λεφτά για μπαλόνια.
59 for 2 off 8. Following a fairly similar pattern to Jane's innings. They were looking up around the 80 mark after 10, so a couple of big overs here. They could find themselves in a similar position at the halfway stage of the innings.
Sheetal. S-H-E-E-T-A-L. S-H-E-E-T-A-L. Sheetal.
New bowler Heatle, spinner, giving it a bit of flight. It's got a wicket. He's very pleased with that. He's slapping jubilant scenes. Jane know how important that wicket is. And needed a breakthrough, being hit for that towering 6 off the previous over. The spinner came on, just took a bit of pace off the ball. And that's an important wicket as Utkarsh, the captain, falls. An important wicket for Jane. Applause from the coach. And then breakthrough second ball into your spell. Cheetah's rewarded with a slip. Gives that a lot of air, full toss actually. Just defended down the track. So wide. Just turned behind square for a single. Cheetal just pulled up in his delivery stride there. The new batsman's Raj at the fall of Utkarsh. Still a slip in place, giving that a lot of air. Buys. Didn't quite time that. Just bumped it down the ground to mid on. And good first over from Cheetal. Took the important wicket of Utkarsh, captain of Goenka, and boy was he happy. As were his teammates, knew the importance of that wicket. Now 3 down, 63. 63 for 3 off 9. This is the last over before the mid-innings interval. I mean, you feel it could be an important one. Another breakthrough here would really put Goenka on the back foot. Monarch, the new bowler, who batted very well earlier in the game. That distinctive red helmet. He's now on, just bowling a few gentle spinners. It's powerfully hit, but straight to the man on the mid-wicket boundary. Just a single. Well taken by the keeper, just outside off stump. Attempted cut shot, didn't make contact. So no slip now. A lot of air on that delivery, and batsmen having to wait for it. Good variations in flight. A few more deliveries now until the mid-innings break. Short, worked around the corner, that could be 4, it is. Good effort by the boundary rider, but wasn't able to get round, and much needed boundary for Goenka. Just too short on that occasion, Monarch. Allowing the batsman to rock onto the back foot, play that powerfully, just backward of square leg. And again too short. This is in the air. Going to fall just short. Can he prevent the boundary? No. A few things to watch there. Not far away from the catch, but in the end wasn't able to either take the catch or prevent the boundary. So just too short in the last 2 deliveries from Monarch. And we have the drinks break. 72 for 3 off 10, and we take a short break. Welcome back after the mid-innings interval. Chital to continue. Got that break, important break for that's through cover. That's a bit sloppy. Might think about 2 here. That could have been close if a direct hit. So the halfway stage they were 72 for 3 off 10, requiring an additional 117. That's not going to help as Chital takes out off stump. Hoik across the line. But Chital is turning this match in the favour of Jain, who now claimed their 4th wicket. So 2nd wicket for Chital. He's bowled well. Good flight, a little bit of turn, a bit of grip. This looks like it could be Sahil.
Even now we have some drops, eh?
But it doesn't look like
Doesn't want to give up. No, I don't think
So we have a slip back. Chital earning that. It's a good spell, probably good flight. It's just defended on the front foot. Dribbles out onto the leg side, no run there. 4th wicket down, early on in the 11th over. And Jain really is starting to apply the pressure.
down and turn. You don't know.
It's turned down to long on for a single.
Must be careful. That's the problem with
the spinner, he can send it both ways.
Yes, yes. But it's difficult. They usually have only one. Yes. Some of them they do it both sides. Like this.
Chital again, the slip waiting. That's chipped on the leg side. Oh, that's just fallen 2 foot short of long on, who just made a couple of yards round. But no chance there. If we got a firmer connection, might have been a chance. 76 for 4 off 11. Still require over 100. So the run rate climbing, and the equation getting ever more difficult for Goenka. Those 2 weeks for Chital really bringing Jain back into the game after a couple of loose deliveries from Monarch reaching the boundary just before the drinks break. He's continuing here to pitch it up. So half stop by the bowler, and rebounds off to cover. He fields no run. This could be a chance. It's going to fall safely in between 2 fielders. Just a top edge, went a long way up.
Do we wobbling around?
Yeah. The guy who was coming straight, he would have caught it.
The bowler maybe just hurt his hand, stopping the drive a few balls back, or perhaps just tightening his laces. That's driven down to mid-off, single. strange from the bowler, just deciding not to field that. I think he must have hurt his hand previously in the over, because you'd expect him to stop that normally, without the single through. It's a good ball, just slightly too straight, turned off his toes. Think about 2 here. Settle for 1. Good bowling, wide up in the block hole. Coach and the players appreciating that. Round of applause. And that's the end of the 12th over. 84 of 12, so still 109 required, and overs are running out. You feel another couple of breakthroughs from Jane would see them as clear favourites to lift the trophy this year. Reigning champions Joburg having been knocked out by Goenka in the semi-final. Cheetah's bowled very well. Just took the pace off that. Batsman looking to swing his arms through the ball, but the bowler kept him waiting. Full toss, that's very high. Might be, see what the umpire gives here. Look to be above waist height. Given a no ball for height. It's a good ball. Keeper takes the bails off, and Gibbon. So great comeback by Cheetah. Takes his 3rd wicket. Batsman looking to advance up the pitch and hoik it somewhere over cow corner. Quick work by the gloveman. Just took the bails off, found him a couple of inches out of the crease, and stumped. And the 5th wicket down. And Goenka fast running out of recognised batsman.
If you move this down, you
have a line in front of you.
You move out of that.
If you go out of this line or your crease.
Yeah, even one leg out.
Finish. No, not the both. Both must be out. If you have one side or the butt, it's okay. But if you are all out of your crease.
And when you run back, there's a line there.
Yes, there's a line. In front of the wickets.
How many meters? Right and left.
No, it's in front, on the green.
Yeah, on the green. But when you put the stump,
you can't do it anywhere. It doesn't matter if you are 10 meters away from the stump. Yes, in the line. Yes, in the line.
That's just nicely played. Just opening the face to get off the mark. Slid off the face as well. On the single. So still over 100 required. 5 wickets down now. It's just turned off his toes. On the single. Lots of chatter from the Jane camp. Oh, that is wide. It's a little bit sloppy. It's going out towards the boundary. It's got there. It's going to be wides.
White? 5 rounds.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Been a good over up till then by Cheadle, but just lost his concentration perhaps, or just come out of the hand quite right. There's no run there as it's driven to cover. And the end of the over.
This heat will never get one.
90.
So 99 required. Well, that's a lot of bounce off a length there. Quite well played actually. Just rode the bounce. Just played it down to third man for a single. From Monarch. That's good. Good ball, just swung in a little, wrapped on the pads, half an appeal. Defended out. Backward point, quick to pounce on it, making sure there's no run. Good over so far from Monarch. Keeping it up to the bat. Good stop. Point. Probably saves a run. Sun's come out again. Well, that's going to be too high, I think. Oh, he's given it. See, in the opinion of the umpire, it was going to go on to hit.
He caught it or what?
No. I think leg before the wicket.
Huh?
I think it was LBW. No?
Yes, LBW, yeah.
Looks a little high, but maybe. Just about.
That's what I thought, yeah.
You thought, yeah, I thought move.
Yeah. Not that much, but...
Marginal.
Yes.
So now 6 down, Goenka, and in a bit of trouble. Still almost 100 required. Overtake Jane. Jane got a momentum now. They'll be looking to wrap this up as quickly as they can, get their hands on that trophy. I'm sure we'll see a lot of emotion and celebration if they manage to take these remaining wickets. And they'll be strong favourites in this final. Hope you've been enjoying our coverage wherever you are around the world. Perhaps you'll be a schoolmate of these Jane team or friends, family. Give them a hero's welcome on their return if they can close this match out.
For 6.
93 for 6, only 6 overs remaining.
Rakshit.
Like sheet again, that's nicely played, just deflected off the face for a single. They do need some some boundaries here. They're not going to go in singles.
Requiring
To have some big consecutive overs. Jane retaining the pressure. Got a slip, just moved slightly wider, probably in third slip position. That's a little bit too straight and worked off the legs for a single. They're picking up quite a few singles, but they do need to get some boundaries if this total is going to become achievable for Goenka.
I attended each turn last night after the game. I mean, so at 10 o'clock, they went out.
That's well stopped in the gully. Bit of excitement there as they thought they might get a wicket, but the batsman just managed to get back into his crease. And they steered it straight into the hands of the slip, who had moved slightly wider 2 deliveries before. Turned out to be a good decision. Just slightly tame dismissal. Must have known the fielder was there, but just opened the face and found the man. And 7 wickets down now. Jane will be confident of wrapping this up and completing a comprehensive victory to lift this trophy and become champions of the 4th international schools tournament here in Corfu. But there may be some fight left in Goenka. We'll see. A bit of advice from the established batsman. Maybe telling him a few things to watch about the bowling or how the pitch is playing. Lots of noise from the Jane team. I think their expectation levels are high. They know they're in command of this game. I think by posting 188. A couple of big scores in that innings. Shubham played very well indeed. Picked up by point, no run. Short and wide outside off, got away with that. End of a successful over. 15 gone. 97 for 7. Sorry, 95 for 7 of 15, as you can see on your screen. Chasing 189 for victory. It was always going to be a difficult task for Goenka, and played well in spells, but just lost wickets at regular intervals, and they're now into their tail. Looked a bit wide. Actually went up for a thin edge, but then turned round to see the umpire's arms spread wide. Just too far outside off stump on that occasion. The total of 188 is proving a bit too much, it seems, for Goenka. Jane came into the final as favourites in many people's eyes, and showing their calibre and their pedigree today. Again, that's looking a bit wide. Given just starting wide and moving slightly wider, and just needs to tighten this line up around off stump. It's a legal delivery this time, just a foot outside off, but near enough. And every delivery being cheered now by the Jane squad. Excitement building. They'll have half a mind on the ecstasy of lifting that trophy. They seem a couple more breakthroughs and they'll be on the cusp of becoming champions this year. Ball just came in, struck player on the thigh. In past the umpire again. It's fallen a yard or so short of cover and take the single. Didn't quite get over the ball, but fell safely in the end. Ball getting a bit of a polish. Wrapped him on the pads, but I think with the angle just going past leg stump, no real appeal. Batsman practices a scoop to leg. Get the feeling this could be quite noisy if Jane take these remaining wickets. Quite right too, if you win a trophy, you should be happy about it. This is a much better second half of the over. Just dragged his line back and the batsman unable to cope with the pace and bounce. Oh, that's a lovely ball just outside off stump. Too good for that batsman, you feel. Wasn't able to get anything on it, and a very good close to that over, which started a bit erratically with a few wides. So 16.98 for 7.16 gone, and just 4 overs left, or 3 wickets, or plenty of runs. So Jane just need to keep their heads here. Lack shoots again. It's just played out square on the offside for a single. Sort of gully in place now. It's gone. That's the 8th wicket down. Just a little bit of extra bounce outside off, and wasn't able to get on top of the ball. Safely caught, 8 down, and we are close, I would suggest, to the moment of triumph for Jane School, as Goenka, after the loss of that talented middle order of theirs, have struggled. Jane have maintained the pressure. And lots of smiling faces to my left, the Jane camp. Only 2 more wickets required to wrap up this victory. We'll see how long it takes them. The rain mercifully has stayed away. Was a factor in the 3rd, 4th game, but it's been a pleasanter afternoon. See how attacking the fields are now. See if they can get these remaining wickets quickly. Very eager to have that euphoric moment of celebration. I'm sure the squad will run onto the pitch. The coach give a rousing talk. Come a long, long way from India. Lost in the semi-finals last year, Jane. But looks like their name's on the trophy this year. Shoot again, that was almost an outside edge as the batsman looked to cut it behind point. There's a gully in place as well, so that's a risky shot. Slow claps from the Joburg players now. That could be out, that's well. That's given by square leg, went for a very risky single. Bowler did well. A couple of yards to his right, threw it to the keeper, found him a couple of foot outside the crease. And, 9 down, just 1 wicket remaining now. And as we thought, the target of 188 set by Jane is far too much for Goenka. And those middle order players that played so well against Joburg, once they'd gone, Utkarsh, key amongst that, was always going to be challenging. And I don't think anyone would argue that Jane have been the class act in this year's tournament. And there will be a moment of celebration shortly when they take this final wicket. Not perhaps the thrilling final we'd hoped after what was an exciting semi, but nonetheless, lovely occasion, great atmosphere. All the teams gathered here to watch this final. Teams from Guernsey, Bulgaria, Greece and South Africa. Newfound friends. Some renewing acquaintances from last year. Lakshit again, that's driven to Ghali. That's great fielding by Ghali. Batsman's foot remained behind the crease. 99, which in England is an ice cream with a flake in. Maybe not in Greece. One more wicket required. How long will it take? Who's going to be the hero for Jane that secures this victory? Some great innings in their 188. Shubham made an excellent 63. Monarch played well too. Slip in place now, and that was close to the edge. Batsman still attempting the late cut despite the presence of a gully and a slip. So slip, gully, backward point. That's going to be a wide, I think. That could be out. It's gone. It's a run out. And that is the moment we've been waiting for. Jane wrap up a comprehensive victory, and they are victors in this year's tournament, and euphoric celebration. Round of applause from everyone in the ground. I think everyone would agree, worthy winners. Commiserations to Goenka, who had a good tournament too, but were unable to restrict the powerful Jain batting lineup to a modest score, and a 188 just proved too daunting in the end. To win by 88 runs, and congratulations to the Jain School from India, who shortly will lift the trophy in the presence of their ambassador, of course, who's made the trip from Athens to witness this final. Players shake hands. Played in a great spirit this tournament. And wonderful scenes here at the Musongi beach. Photographs taken. I'm sure the Jain players are going to go back home to India and tell their tales of glory. And a bit of a sing-song there. The Indian flag's out. You can see on your screen there. Slightly manic dance. But they tried really hard. Really good team effort. Quite a few individuals standing up in the final. A lot of pressure. A lot at stake. And you can hear, I'm sure, the round of applause again for this excellent, comfortable victory by the Jain School, who came semi-final last year, but this year. And we are approaching the moment where the captain will get the honour of receiving the trophy on behalf of the Jain School from India, who entered 2 teams in this year's tournament. And the Hellenic Cricket Federation, Mr. Nikitas, the president, and other members of the board are getting ready for the presentation of the trophy. Congratulations too to a lot of people who have made this tournament a success. The members of the girls team wearing the orange t-shirts there, you can see, who have given up their free time to make sure this tournament building in popularity and profile across the world. And a Jain coach beaming from ear to ear, proud of his boys. I'm sure the parents, friends back home, supporters of Jain Club, I'm sure you too, wherever you're watching in the world, will be delighted to see your team get home. But it's not just about the winners, of course. All teams performing, all 12 teams in this year's tournament contributed to celebrating the spirit of cricket. And I think all teams will enjoy the gala dinner tonight and reflect on what's been an exciting tournament, played in a good spirit. You can see on your screen the Indian ambassador taking a photo. Very good of him and his counterpart from South Africa to come and support these boys as they play this tournament. Another round of applause as they pose for their team photograph. And I think we are close to the moment where they receive Shubham, who made 63 runs. He's about to lift the trophy. I heard there Mr. Nikitas giving a short speech, and together with the ambassador presenting the trophy, which will soon be lofted high, I'm sure, to great cheers. And there it is, winners of the 4th International Schools Tournament at Corfu, Jain School from India, worthy champions, and I'm sure the celebrations will go long into the evening. 3 cheers for the winning team. as we just enjoy these moments of celebration, concluding that comfortable victory for Jane. I think many people had them as the favourites coming into this final. They lived up to that billing. Some great partnerships and then some penetrative bowling. I think Cheetal came on, took those 3 wickets, bowled with flight and guile, got a bit of grip on the surface. Melvin there on your screen, looking happy chap. I think for now at Masongi Beach I will just let the images speak for themselves. I've been Tim Brooks. Been great to have your company through this tournament. Hope you've enjoyed it. And it's good afternoon from Masongi Beach.